And now, the special presentation.
Here we go, Parker. And action!
You ever arrest anybody you thought was innocent?
But you can't prove it.
She was framed by her husband for his murder.
Hi, Mommy.
Hello, sweetie pie.
Daddy.
Nick?
But murder
That's somebody I'm looking for.
is only a crime
Hello, Nick.
the first time around.
It's called Double Jeopardy. I could shoot you in the middle of Mardi Gras and they can't touch me.
Tommy Lee Jones and Ashley Judd star in Double Jeopardy, a new thriller from acclaimed director Bruce Beresford.
This film is a classic thriller, mystery, action film, and it had aspects to it that I'd never seen done before in a movie.
That really is what made the material float for me. This story was completely solid. I loved it.
There is some mystery involved, and the chase part is exciting.
And roll camera.
Action, Ashley!
In this story, Judd plays a young wife whose future is full of promise.
In Double Jeopardy, I play a woman named Libby Parsons, who is happily married with a beautiful young child.
Oh, Maddie, look. She is the prettiest boat on Whidbey Island.
It's very perfect and very happy. A life seemingly unperturbed by anything sinister.
All right, pipe down, everybody. I'm about to give a speech here.
The character that I play, Nick Parsons, is Ashley Judd's husband. And he's particularly driven, an ambitious guy, and they're reasonably wealthy. They have a huge house on the water with numerous watercraft.
Alaska's over that way. Japan is straight ahead and Australia somewhere to the left. Where would you like to go?
We should do this more often. Go away, just the two of us, with nobody else around. What causes the cataclysmic change in my life is the seeming murder of my husband.
Mayday!
State your emergency, Morningstar.
I've been stabbed.
Which all logical clues say I committed.
Nick!
This is the Coast Guard! Put the knife down, ma'am, and step away!
As you initially approached the sailboat, what did you see?
Mrs. Parsons was holding a knife.
I don't know where my husband is.
I show you State's Exhibit number 4.
I didn't kill my husband. I love my husband.
Convicted of murder, Judd is faced with losing the most important person in her life, her son.
Hey, kiddo. Come see me.
It's an interesting study of a woman's obsessive love for her son, which I found very moving in the story. It's very touching, and I think Ashley handles that very skillfully.
Sentenced to prison, Judd faces an uncertain future.
She ain't gonna make it. 5 Cotton says she offs herself inside of 6 months.
The way that Bruce is shooting the movie enhanced my emotional understanding of Libby's isolation and desperation.
You're trying to reach your friend, the one with your boy.
Hi, Mommy.
Oh, how are you, Maddie?
Daddy.
Nick? Nick?
I find out that my husband is in fact still alive and that the whole thing was a terrible setup. And when I, in shock, hang the phone up and start wandering blankly back to my bunk, instead of what most directors would go for, which is some kind of close-up, he instead tracked backwards and lost me in the crowd, letting me be overwhelmed by my surroundings.
After 6 years in prison, Judd is paroled and sent to a halfway house run by Tommy Lee Jones.
Come in. Travis is a former law professor who, because of certain failures in his life, no longer has that post. He's fallen on somewhat hard times. He is reduced to being a parole officer. The state of Washington has granted you a conditional parole. You're not to carry a weapon of any kind, especially a knife.
The first scene actually that Mr. Jones and I shot together was the scene where I show up at the halfway house. And I think it's a great scene because he plays a very seasoned character, and I play someone who's obviously more youthful but incredibly willful. And so those two elements make for an interesting tension.
Any violation of these conditions, and you will return to prison to serve the remainder of your sentence and maybe then some. Look right here. At first, he's cynical, jaded, and really just wants no complications in his life at all. And of course, Ashley's character proceeds to complicate his life. Is this a problem for you?
No.
Yes, it is. You want to tell me about it?
I think actors like Tommy Lee, who has such a huge, staggering range.
I'm going to have trouble with you, Parsons.
And Ashley, who can bring all sorts of subtleties to the role. Both of them have ability to add a lot of texture. They make the characters come alive.
Known as an actor's director, Beresford's previous collaborations led to Oscars for Robert Duvall in Tender Mercies and Jessica Tandy in Driving Miss Daisy.
Bruce has a unique vision. I think all the films he's made, the characterizations are really the strong point.
The extra dimension he brought to this thriller was his ability to work with actors. Actors respond to Bruce. He's totally interested in the performance.
As everyone knows, Bruce Beresford's a very fine director. He brings his preparation, his sophistication, and his kindness.
There is something about the way Mr. Beresford directs an actor, and it's so cool because it's about simplicity.
It's a matter of, a hint here or suggesting something there. I think a lot of a director's job is to get intimate moments. And what has happened is that I've cast the right actors in the roles. And that's really the trick to the performances.
Here we go. Roll sound, please.
The on-screen chemistry between Judd and Jones was mirrored off-camera as well.
To me, he's a very lovely, shy, smart, funny cowboy. We have a very common sensibility.
She's a lot of fun to work with. She's always prepared. Her acting skills are impeccable.
Risking a parole violation, Judd sets out on a mission to find her son.
She's continuously looking for her son during the course of the plot, and you realize she's come to a place where if she does not, in fact, take action, that she's never going to achieve that goal.
Libby's trying to get something of a life back. I'm looking for my kid. It's putting together pieces of a puzzle.
Another aspect of the film that appealed to Judd was the physical nature of her role.
I didn't even know that there would be sort of exciting action sequences until we were doing them.
When it came time to do all the physical stuff, she amazed all of us.
Okay, here we go. Roll sound, please.
There's a sequence when the police are chasing her and they're supposed to catch her, but running through sand dunes, she just left them in the dust.
Action, Ashley.
Christ, Libby, what are you doing here?
Cut. Pretty all right?
Now back in custody, Judd is reunited with Jones, who must escort her back to prison.
The ferry sequence involves Tommy Lee Jones and Ashley Judd returning to the mainland.
You cannot know what it is like to sit in prison for 6 years and think of nothing else in the world but your son.
And while on the ferry, he doesn't want to really talk to her.
I'm going up top.
He's incredibly aggravated with her. And so he handcuffs her to the outside door handle of the car.
Don't go anywhere.
She decides that she can get the car started, and she thinks she's going to be able to knock off the door handle, thereby freeing her.
Beresford saw this sequence as an opportunity to create a unique action set piece.
It wasn't just another shootout. The car going off the ferry and her being handcuffed to the doorknob. I thought, I think this is a sequence I actually haven't seen.
104, take 2. A and B, common marker. Action!
For the actors, the true danger occurred once the car hit the water.
No one had ever done anything like this before, and we had to do it with two big movie stars. They were both pretty fearless.
These two actors are the best actors for physical action that I've ever worked with. Not only are they in good shape, but they actually love the challenge of doing physical things. Tommy was an accomplished scuba diver, so he was ready for this stunt. And Ashley, jumped into scuba lessons the second I suggested it.
Ashley actually did have to go under the water, handcuffed to the door handle. And I thought, she'll never do this, but she showed no signs of fear whatever.
We had to do some work underwater, breathing on a regulator, compressed air.
Action!
And then manage through a scene with no air.
Ashley, once he's grabbed you the first time, it'd be better if you struggle with him more.
Alrighty. I'd been in the water for longer, so I was a little bit more acclimated temperature-wise, and I felt like that it was a chance for me to sort of look after him a little bit also, too, because I thumped him on the head with the gun, so I was always like, you know, are you ready? And are you okay? And it was fun.
Once again on the run, Judd crosses the country in search of a husband and son. The trail leads to New Orleans.
New Orleans, baby. New Orleans, it's all right. It's beautiful here. The energy here is just legendary, of course. And it's every time you walk outside, there's stuff happening and crazy people walking around, everybody, you know, having a good time, partying.
This is the fourth time I've worked here, and I'm very much at home in New Orleans. I love this city.
It has an exoticism. If we'd shot it in some other city and pretended it was New Orleans, we'd never really capture the atmosphere that I think is essential to the final quarter of the movie.
The French Quarter is a fascinating place. In fact, there's an aura of sort of mystery and romanticism that you find here that I don't think you find anywhere else.
Today we're in one of New Orleans' many historic cemeteries with the very distinct above-ground crypts and beautiful old marble and stone statuary. And in the scene, my rascal no-account former husband, who in addition to having framed me for a murder I didn't commit, he's now trying to completely eliminate me from his life.
Ready, guys? Here we go.
As the story builds to a climax, Jones closes in on Judd and begins to suspect she's telling the truth.
That was one of the attractive aspects of the script.
Who's this? That's somebody I'm looking for.
You had this guy who was convinced, in fact, that she was guilty and was lying to him.
Pretty girl. She's very pretty for a convicted murderer. The relationship changes over the course of this telling of the story. I want you to get the Washington driver's license photograph of one Nicholas Parsons.
He really dismisses me at first, but he finds out that I wasn't lying.
You ever arrest anybody you thought was innocent?
When you think you figured it out, you ain't.
You ever hear something called double jeopardy? Huh? The state says you already killed your husband. They can't convict you of it a second time.
He's out there somewhere.
Y'all having a good time?
You track him down, and when you find him, you can kill him.
It's going to shock you, surprise you.
You sure you've never seen this woman before?
You don't really expect ever in this film what's going to come next.
I think maybe this Parsons woman has been telling the truth.
Stop playing Mission Impossible.
It's an exciting action-adventure chase story.
This film is the very definition of sinister. Watching this life go topsy-turvy is a very well-done ride.
She is in New Orleans. She does have a gun. She is looking for you.
I'm looking for Jonathan Devereaux. Hello, Nick.
Gonna do something? What are you talking to me for? She's the one with the gun.